Hey everyone! Hopefully this change in schedule will not have thrown too many people off, but just in case you are, oh look at this, you're seeing more than I intended. Anyway, I'm June Loomcool, in case you're new to my show. I'm an art teacher and I've been Stamping Up for 18 years. So that has, I don't know, I guess I've made a lot of cards. It'd be really interesting to see how many I made in my lifetime. I mean, here's just, whoa, here's just like in the past couple months. Oh, just dropped a stamp. Yeah, so anyway, I'm here. We're going to make 2 cards today, and because James and I went on a little anniversary trip to North Carolina, I decided I'm going to use a stamp set I haven't used for a while. So that stamp set is called Well Done. I've been putting it off because it just seemed like other things needed to be done ahead of this. Some of the new things, you know, maybe there was more flowers or Mother's Day or, you know, something like that that needed priority over the stamp set. So it's been waiting for a long time, but this I think is the best time to do it because they involve all sorts of sea animals, and we got to go to the beach. We don't, I love swimming, but not the ocean. Sharks scare me very much, and we had to see one, a real one. Somebody caught it. It's so cool. I'm trying to figure out how the best way to put it online because it's over 7 minutes long. But we watched, well, some other people, James had actually gotten to the car already, but this guy was starting to pull something in. He had one of those really long poles, and you could tell there's something on the line, and he's like, pull in, and I was like, oh, this could be something big. It could just be a fish, whatever. But turned out it was like a 5-foot long shark, and he actually pulled it up off onto the beach and tagged it and measured it and took a photo of it and then sent it back in the ocean, and it was so cool. Now I am deathly afraid of sharks, as I mentioned, and I'm kind of glad. I mean, I would have been happy to put a shark in this if it had been there, but it's not. We didn't get to see any whales. We didn't see any dolphins, which are one of my favorite animals, but someday, and that's okay. We had SeaWorld here in Aurora for a long time, so I got to see that kind of thing when I was little. Kind of weird in Ohio that we had whales in our town, but anyway, this one though also has a sea turtle, and we also got to see a bunch of sea turtle nests. Now, I wasn't as lucky as my sister Tina, but she just got back from Myrtle Beach, and they got to see a loggerhead turtle laying eggs, and apparently it only takes like 15 minutes, so that was incredible luck to be able to see her laying that. So we didn't get to see any actual turtles, but we were at a nest that was imminently gonna hatch or whatever, and imminent could be any time in the next few days, so we didn't stick around. But James and I really like turtles, and particularly he's been collecting turtles forever, but I've always liked them. And I got my shirt today, or not, well, I'm wearing my shirt today, I should say. I got my shirt last week, but anyway, so we're going to make a couple cards here that have the turtle in it. Well, I guess the one doesn't have the turtle in it. It has a whale. I just wanted to use all the stamps. So anyway, these are 2 relatively easy stamps. It really uses most of the stamp set. The first one we're going to do is very flat. There's not much to it. It's using the technique called masking. So anyway, I'm going to put you so you can see my tabletop, and I am so grateful for my faithful followers, and they you know, I know there'll be more people watching this after I guess it's done, but I really appreciate you guys being there. So if anybody else comes, I hope they comment, or even after the fact comment. It's okay. So, all right, here, whoops. All right, hopefully I'm not, this is not the greatest setup, I know, but it's okay. It's still like a shadow at the bottom. If anybody has feedback, okay, I don't know. One of my videos I noticed, like, you could see the edge of the table the whole time, and I was like, oh my gosh, I can't believe it. But it wasn't in the fit picture, it just was like extra. Anyway, all right, so the first one we're going to do is start with a half sheet of white cardstock. And I should have scored it because for some reason the white cardstock, well, I don't know, for some reason I think they're all like that actually, but it's probably easier to score it than to do what I just did, but I did it. All right, so here I have my card. Now, what I want to do, I'm going to actually make a new, yeah, so I'm going to use a little bit, oh, that's right, washi tape. Washi tape's better for this. Where is my, okay, here it is. All right, so here's a kind of washi tape I'm not super thrilled with. I don't think I'll use it for other things. So I'm going to tape tape this down. All right, and then I'm going to make a mask. Oh, and by the way, oh, that's way over. Okay. So here I'm putting this up in the corner. If anybody is ordering anything under $150, please use this host code. Since our stamp club's not going right now, I can use all of the sales that I can get, and we can put them all together, and I can get some free stuff. If you have over $150, you can get some free stuff. So, but this helps me. So if you are ordering anyway and would like to do that, please use this code, and that will help me out a lot. Okay, so, and by the way, I decided to put dates on this time because I almost lost all my credit there the one time. All right. You know what? I am scooching the whole thing over a little bit. I don't know if you knew this, but this is actually a drawing board, not a table. But being an artist, I have such things. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to rip this, make a mask. All right. So you can, kind of didn't mean to make that little, like that, but that's okay. This will still work. All right, so I'm going to put, where'd the end of that go? All right. I'm going to tape that down. I like using like kind of copy paper because you can sort of see through it. Okay, so I might make mine a little bigger than the last one I did. So let's see. I don't want to put this on the open area. All right, I'm going to put another one up here. All right, and then I'm going to do this down here. All right, I want a little different shape there. Yeah, okay, that's fine. All right, So now I'm going to take Pool Party. I'm going to make some water using the blending brush. Oops. All right, so I'm going to get some ink on there, and I start on the tape or the paper. I'm also going to, I'm kind of streaking it on purpose because I want the sunlight to come through, to make it look like the sunlight's coming through. Okay. It would be a little bit more at the bottom, I'm guessing, because the sun gets through the top layer, but not the deeper layer. Although I'm still going to put some up here. All right. That's probably fine. Okay, so now I'm going to take my masks off. And there I have this bit of water here. All right, now I've got a whole bunch of different colors, and I'm using the same colors for both my cards just because then I don't have to wash them. And they turned out okay. So let's see. I have, let's see. This, I got ink all over this one. All right, I'm using Old Olive and this kind of kelp looking one. Oh, that's right. Okay, and then I might not want that to be too far because I'm going to use a little bit darker one for this. This is a little smaller and easier to manage, but okay. And then let's see. Need some coral. And forgive me, I put like all these things over on my side table. All right, here. No, those are bubbles. Coral, where'd you go? There's Coral. All right, I'm gonna actually use Calypso Coral for this one. I should probably close these because I'm already getting ink all over myself. Silly, right? All right, now we'll use some Calypso Coral and put some of that. A little bit farther away. Looks like I'm going to do this one out of the okay, that's fine. All right, and then let's see. Oh, I need some fish and a seahorse. All right, let's do seahorse. I'm going to make a soft suede seahorse. Why not? Let's make a couple. All right. Notice I'm doing things in This is my rule of 3 or odd numbers. So this ended up with 5 corals. I've got 3 fish, and there's a little bit more weighted than there. So that'll be, so far, kind of my focal point. Although what I'm really going to have is a whale for my focal point. And it'll bring your eye around to do to the words, because I'm going to do both of those in Night of Navy. But you know what? Let's do some schools of fish. Okay, so I'm using Bermuda Bay. And I'll put some kind of behind it. And the fish are traveling. Okay, there you go. All right, and then, so far so good, I'm going to do Night of Navy. Now, I'm going to, let's see, is there room on this? Yeah, there might be room on this. Okay. So I'm going to stamp the whale, who was just here. There. All right, and I'm not a really big fan of this stamp. There's not a lot of contrast, which kind of bothered me. And yet, like, it's blotchy. I don't know. Not my favorite one. But it's okay. And I also want to do the words, which I'm going to do. Well, actually, I can do this one because I changed my mind. So I'm going to do, hoping your birthday fishes, all your birthday fishes come true. Because I also had whale, no, thanks a ton on the last one I did. Yeah. Okay, and then I'm gonna, let's see, we'll cut this out. I might actually do a little smudging of this, just so the white edges don't show too much. All right, and then I have a punch, and we are still selling this punch in the catalog, which is exciting. So this will take a lot of time out of cutting if you're not a fussy cutter kind of person. Now, this isn't bundled anymore, unfortunately, but if you like it, it's worth it. Okay, so there it is, and I'm going to pop this up with some dimensionals. Okay. All right, I'm going to put the rule of thirds is actually, rule of odd numbers was that, but rule of thirds is where the focal point would go in any, if you divide into thirds, where any cross. So I'm going to put that like right around there. Normally, actually, yeah, that's okay. It's composed okay. You look at this part first, and then you can go this way. So, yeah, there's my first card. Very flat. So, hey, Jill's here, and Julie. Oh my gosh, awesome. And then somebody else. Well, awesome. Thank you for being here. Hopefully you like that. That was pretty simple and basic. You can always put something like bubbles. I actually do have, it does come with bubbles, and those are white. Well, they can be whatever color you want, actually. But I have white ink on that right now, and I don't know where. It's, there it is. So I don't know that this is gonna make any difference here, but not really. Okay, that's fine. Oh, you could use something like, what's it called? Wink of Stella. That would be nice. Make this a nice sparkly whale. This blends it a little bit better, which I like better too. Yeah, that's good. A little sparkle. There. Okay. Alright, card 1. So, card 2 is a little more complicated, but not a lot. It's, I think it's neat because it's a slimline card. And I don't do this very often. But here's how I'm doing it. I looked at the dimensions of a standard slimline card, and I decided I didn't like it. I want to fit it in a basic business size envelope. And if I were to do it with, let's see, they said 3.5 inches wide, which, here, my ruler, 3.5 inches wide is only here. So you had all this room. I don't know, it just seemed like a waste. So I want more space, so I'm going to make it 3 3/4. So I added 1/4 inch, which means the dimensions when I cut this are going to be 7.5. So I'm going to have to, open this up. And then 7.5. And that's going to leave me with a 3.5 inch one, which is what I want. I need it. And then I'm going to do this. I don't want to cut it. I want to score it at 3 3/4. All right, now check this out. See, that fits in there a lot better. I could probably do even more. I could do like 3 7/8 wide, so that this would be like almost 8. It would be, well, anyway. So, oh, and I do need to cut something off of this. All right, so we're going to cut this into some waves, and what I end up wanting to do is cut 3/4 of an inch off. You'll see why in a little bit. All right, so that's the only waste of this whole card, is this little tiny sliver. So, well, Julie and Julie, you missed my story about the shark. Yeah, I saw a shark. Very cool. Well, even though I despise sharks, terrify me. But I saw one. So, let's see. All right, I think I need some paper behind it, so I'm going to use this one. All right, now I'm going to use Bermuda Bay and this blending brush again. Now I have to use a little bit of elbow grease on this. I'm going to make this kind of ombre, so I want this to be darker at the bottom. Like I mentioned, I guess the sunlight would come through and it would not be strong enough to get all the way through all that water. So, like those lanternfish, right? They're in complete darkness down at the bottom. We're not going to go that deep here. But I do want some... That wasn't what I really wanted to do. See if I can... Make this a little bit darker. I think it's okay if it's a little bit streaky. Okay. Now, sorry if I was off the screen there a little bit. Okay. Yeah. I feel like that could be better, but it's not bad. All right, and I'm going to do some direct to paper here. So I'm going to actually take the stamp pad. I'm going to just some at the bottom there. Okay, so I'll do the fish last, but okay. I might keep this around just for the kelp so it can go off the edges. So like I mentioned, I'm going to actually just use the same set of colors because there's a lot of stamps here, and I don't know what else I make red kelp. I mean, I don't know. Seems like the most logical color anyway. So, although I think they do have red kelp, come to think of it. Tell you, I do not like swimming in seaweed. That's so gross. It's like pulling at your legs. Nope. No, thank you. I'll just do one more. That's good enough. All right, and then, oh, then I have the other shade of green. So a little bit more interest. Okay, and, well, I'm not going to get this Millimas too far away, because actually what I want to do is put some main characters in here. So, okay. Yep, I'm still going to do it the way I had originally thought. Okay, so I'm going to use the Stamparatus. All right, so this is a really cool trick. It's called Mirror, I believe. So I'm going to stamp, and this is using the silicone mat. All right, so I have my little turtle here on this paper. And then I'm going to ink that up. See, I inked that up. I'm going to put the silicone mat right here. Yep. And then I'm going to put this, oh, not yet. I'm going to stamp on the silicone mat. Okay. Now I don't want to move anything. I made the mistake of moving something last time. So now I'm going to put this down about here where I want it to be. And then without moving that, I'm going to stamp that. Okay, now this is the back. But now I've, what's it called? I just had the word. Transferred the image right there. The first one I did came out really dark, so I'm kind of confused on that one. I guess I didn't ink it up enough. I'm going to ink it up again. This time I'm going to stamp directly on the card, or I'm in the image. So these two lovebirds here, or love turtles, I guess, will be right there. So I guess she's a little farther away. Just consider that. Or if you have a marker, you could ink that up a little bit more. Unfortunately, like, you could keep on inking this for this one. It's hard to do it the other way. I think that would be just about impossible to line that up. So I'm happy with that though. So, okay, so I have my turtles, and let's see. Need some words. So I'm going to do the words in this. And the words say, my love for you is bigger than the ocean. So since they're kissing, or whoa, checking each other out there, I'm going to put the words way up here. And hopefully they're straight because I'm kind of in the way. Okay. It looks like they are. Okay, I'm going to leave that open. So, next. All right, let's do some coral and some jellyfish and some seahorses. I know, didn't we just do this? That's okay. All right, so here's some jellyfish. Oh, let me get that. Because I'm going to go off the edge again. Some bunch of them. It's a whole, I don't know, what do you call a group of jellyfish? Isn't that a herd? Pod? School? Not really sure. If anybody knows, let me know. Oh, I need some coral here. So I'm spacing that out. I did an odd number. I'm going to do some down here. That's okay. So it kind of comes across. And then let's do some seahorses. I always used to like I did a report on seahorses. Did you know that the father seahorse carries the babies in a pouch until they hatch? Should I have more? I don't want to overdo it. I guess now I've got 5, so I need to do, or 4, so I'll probably need to do another one. All right. I think I probably overdid that one, but oh well. And then we need some schools of fish to help fill in. And I'm going to use the Bermuda Bay over here. Okay, so I love that this can kind of go wherever, because fish go everywhere, every which way. You can do some. All right, getting a little too excited with that. But here's my point, though. You can do a lot with just the stamps and the ink. This is, don't need any fancy things for that. Okay, so now I have my card. I'm going to use the bone folder and really get that crisp because I want that to lay flat. Now, Some people have some dies that make curves, but I'm just going to freestyle my curves. I'm going to do this into 5 sections. I'm going to have one here with the words, one with the turtles, one with the seahorses, what are they called? Jellyfish, and then maybe another one here, and I don't know, I'll figure that out. All right, so let's see. And then there'll be a little bit of a gap. So that's going to go there. This kind of becomes a puzzle. But it makes it look like it's flowing a bit. Oh. All right. Oh, well. That's okay. Got seahorses in all of them. I didn't cut much except for the tentacles a little bit there. Okay, now I end up using quite a few dimensionals on this, but it looks so much better. In fact, let me just show you the ending one, and we can end a little early. All right, so I popped it up, okay, and I like how there's kind of a shadow, and it makes this, it just really moves. This would be a good example of movement, I think. So, yeah, I popped the whole thing up. That's all I really did. I put some, I put some bubbles on this one, and then I actually put some of these opal rounds to look like real, you know, sparkles and stuff. So, I think that looks a lot better with the words higher, but that's okay. So there we are. Per Google, a group of jellyfish is called a smack. What? Wow. I guess we all know something new today. That's cool. Who would have guessed? A galaxy? Oh, now I can't see all the... All right. Well, now we know. There is a smack of jellyfish. I would never in a million years have guessed that one. So, all right. So here are my two... Oh, here it is. My 2 cards that I made tonight. Okay, using the stamp set Whale Done. So, all right, just some ideas for you. Hopefully you enjoyed that. Just in case you are thinking of ordering, remember that this is celebration time. All right, and for every $50 or $100, depending, you can get a free item. And here is the best part. They have actually added some more products, because a lot of the free products have already been basically sold out. So, and I actually like this even better in some ways, because they're items out of the catalog. Okay, so I've been thinking about this aspen tree die thing anyway. And then we have brush metallic, card stack, silver and gold, craft gift boxes, other dies. We got daffodils, flowers of home dies, dots and spots dies, and then 3 embossing folders, timber, gingham, and seashells. So these are all other options. These are, the yellow ones are for every $50, and the like soft succulent, I guess, I don't know, is for the $100 one. So these are extra things that you can choose from if you want to get anything free for celebration right now. Let's see. I'm going to come back to do another show. I had just written that down on August 23rd. All right, so hopefully you can mark your calendars. I don't have anything that I know of going on that could conflict with that right now. So August 23rd, I hope to see you again. And if anybody wants to join a stamp club, I know that Jill's already in it. But if anybody else who's watching would, you know, now or later, I'm expecting other people are going to watch this after the show, after we're done, after it's posted. Let me know, because we're looking for at least one other person to join, and they're really fun. And as some of the people on here already know, we have a great group. So, and it'll be even better with you if you decide to join. So, okay, well, it is 8:44, and hopefully you like these cards, and I will see you again on August 23rd. Thanks. Bye.